Elliot Spitzer and Anthony Weiner had their indiscretions. Now, they want the city of New York to know they're sorry. But New Yorkers can do better. Aren't you sick of all the apologies?
My name's Duncan Showin Out, and I'm running for public advocate for New York City. I promise good governance and zero apologies for being sleazy. Because I'm not sorry. Go f*** yourself.
Duncan Schoanhauer is the only politician who refuses to hide how much of a dirtbag he is.
You'll never see me drag my sad wife up to a podium to apologize for whoring. Why? Because I love whores. Plus, she's been missing for a few months. Am I the prime suspect? Yes, and rightly so.
Let Duncan Schoanhauer use his sleaziness to confront all the biggest issues facing New York.
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. And guess what? All those guys are me. I once did gay porn, because there's no money in straight porn for dudes. I smuggled knockoff iPads and Chinese people, so I know a thing or two about money stuff. I'm high right now.
So vote Duncan Schoanhauer for public advocate. Low standards and self-hatred have been the hallmarks of New York politics for decades.
You get what you deserve, New York.
Hey!
Lighten up, hon.
of A with Brian Sack.
Good evening and welcome to the BS of A. I'm your host, Brian Sack. This week, ABC announced that they'd signed a new co-host for their popular morning chat show, The View. Joining me now is the newest member of their team. Please welcome Jenny McCarthy.
Hello!
All right, now you're going to be joining Barbara Walters, Whoopi Goldberg, some lady I've never heard of before.
Oh, that can only be Sherry Shepherd.
Sure, and the shrill woman who has 5 minutes of knowledge but talks for an hour.
Joy Behar.
Sure.
I'm very excited.
Okay, now I'm a big fan of yours from the singled out days.
Brian, thank you.
Sure. I'm less of a fan of the way you advocated for parents to not immunize their children because you falsely claimed that immunizations caused autism.
Oh, okay, that's a weird turn. I'm going to make a funny face now so that I can break up the tension. Ah, funny face! It's still tensey in here.
Yeah, I mean, the problem a lot of people have with ABC is that they're giving someone a soapbox who spent a lot of time disseminating lethal misinformation.
Okay, Brian, I learned my lesson on that front, so why don't we talk about the show?
Okay. You're replacing Elizabeth Hasselbeck, who's going off to Fox and Friends.
Right. Oh, actually, she isn't.
What? What do you mean?
No, I met her last week to talk shop and give her some medical advice, and now she's way dead.
What kind of advice did you give her?
That heroin may be bad for you in small quantities, but in huge quantities, it cures wrinkles.
What? That's insane.
Oh, sure, I know that now, but at the time I heard it, my mommy's instinct told me it was true.
Okay, you've said that before, but mommy's instinct is no substitute for science or common sense, Jenny.
I have common sense, and I have science, Brian.
Okay, where'd you learn science, Jenny?
The University of Google.
That's what you told Oprah.
May she rest in peace.
Oprah's dead?
Yeah, I told her that you can tan in a bathtub by using a toaster oven's reflective surface, and apparently she was electrocuted. But the science is still being disputed.
The science? Who is disputing that science?
We're having a dispute about it right now.
Jenny, how many people have died as a result of bad information you've given them that you got off the internet?
Okay, not counting all the unvaccinated children?
Yeah.
Okay. '84. Goofy face.
Oh, Miss McCarthy. Miss McCarthy, I drank the acid just like you told me to, and I can already feel the warts melting right off of my fingers. It's great.
Let's just say 85.
Okay, Miss McCarthy, I'm starting to think that watching The View is going to be dangerous for viewers.
Like it wasn't before?
Oh, we'll be right back.
Science!
Right, whoa. Yankees win? What's going on?
Oh man, Zimmerman, not guilty.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, you're acting as if your team just won the big game.
Our team did win. Team White. We're almost totally undefeated.
Technically, he's not even white. You know, he's...
For the purposes of this, he's basically white.
He's white enough.
Wait, she just rooting based on race? What is...
And our politics. We all voted for Romney. We're all huge fans of Fox News. Zimmerman's our guy. Those clowns over at MSNBC, they're rooting for the prosecution. Oh,
Just because a bunch of liberal wieners were rooting for him to be found guilty doesn't mean he's innocent. I mean, you guys know how trial by jury works, right?
yeah, more like trial by hurry up and finish talking about it because we all want to party.
Let's see some Zim.
Okay.
Look, man, don't take this away from us, all right? We won.
Won what?
We won him not going to jail, you know?
A lot of people are not going to jail.
Brian, face it, man. We're winners, okay?
Yeah.
And winners write the history books.
It should be historians writing those things, huh?
It's not just who I voted for. I'm a fan of stand your ground laws. I actually have a summer home in Florida just so I can take pot shots at the paperboy.
Uh-oh, extra, lead.
Okay, first of all, why do you have a summer home in Florida?
I love the heat.
And secondly, do you even know how stand your ground laws work? I mean, does anybody...
It's like
Of course we do. We watch TV and experts discuss it.
Define expert.
Just people on TV saying words, you know?
Tiny boxes, big faces.
Hey! No.
Boom! Yeah. Don't forget about our bet.
I got you covered. Skittle.
Oh, innocence candy.
Thank you for disarming.
Candy. Can't even talk to Zimmerman fans.
So you think Zimmerman's guilty?
Hello, I'm a liberal.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean,
Yeah, I'm also black.
that's
so-
not what I mean. I mean, based on the facts presented at the trial.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God, Brian, would you cut it out with this legalistic mumbo jumbo? You're putting me to sleep.
It's a spectator sport, bro.
Hold the phone. Ann Coulter just tweeted out the location of the after party. Oh, we gotta go.
It's gonna be a good one.
Hey, have fun, and we'll get you next time.
Yeah.
We will get
Wait. What do you mean next time? What?
the next trial.
You know what? We always say that, though. We said that after the OJ trial.
True. Every Sunday, bro.
All right, let's just hope the next one's less divisive. All right.
Yeah, you know, I'd go for it like a sexy mom kills her baby.
Her husband. Nice. Cut it off again. Sexy mom. Sexy mom. Sexy mom. Sexy mom.
Hey, over here. Hey.
Hey, sorry. Candy Crush gets really hard. I think they want me to pay.
Okay.
Are you the guy I talked to on the phone?
Yes.
And you work for the administration?
I can't tell you that, but I can give you these. Inside that folder are documents that will lead you to a conspiracy greater than you can possibly imagine.
Wow. All right. I'll tweet this to Ollie Velshi and see if he runs with it. Take it easy.
Oh, wait, what?
Well, you know how it is. He gets so many tweets.
Wait, you said you were a reporter for CNN.
I am. I'm a CNN iReporter.
iReporter?
Yeah, a viewer who shares his thoughts and feelings. Have you watched cable news lately? It's basically anchors just sitting around reading tweets. And you know what? With a story like this, they're going to read this tweet if they see it.
All right, hey, don't take my picture, man. This is a conspiracy that stretches all across Washington. I need a seasoned journalist, not some directionless moron with a phone.
CNN iReporters aren't directionless. We get assignments every week from CNN. This week, it's how we're going to tackle the summer heat. Can I get a video of you saying how you tackle the hot summer heat?
No, you can't take a video of me. People are trying to kill me.
You're kidding me.
Okay, you're a citizen journalist. People love citizen journalists. They change the world every day, like in Tahrir Square.
Is that like Foursquare? Because if it is, don't try checking in here. I'm the mayor of this parking garage.
Do you have a blog where we can post those documents?
Yes, kind of. It's exasperatedcat.com. I'm going to post these documents with a cat looking at them going, oh, brother.
Okay, you know what? No offense, I think it's been a waste of our time. Can I have those documents back? I'm going to take them to the Huffington Post.
Huffington Post are unpaid too. In fact, they're like professional iReporters. Man, I hope to someday not be paid by those guys.
Okay, Journalism is a profession, okay? You need to work at it and study.
Well, that creates a barrier to entry. This is the age of the citizen journalist. Everybody gets a voice.
Yeah, but not everybody should be listened to, you know?
That's a cool name for a podcast. Siri?
Okay, this has been a tremendous waste of my time. You're a moron with a phone.
Smartphone? Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna help. Welcome back. I'm joined today by three experts to discuss the issues of the day that are of interest to me. My first guest is a normal, friendly dad from the 1950s. Please welcome Chester Beaumont.
Thank you so much for having me. There's nothing I like better than to have Perry Como on the hi-fi and my feet up on the ottoman.
All right. You're a relaxed kind of dude from the 50s.
I'm relaxed when I can smell blood.
All right. What do you mean by that?
Or fear. I take your point. It doesn't have to be blood. It could be fear or distant distant yelling or the clanking of chains.
My next guest hasn't let her disability get in the way of her desire to help others. Please welcome Sandy Halloway, a blind lifeguard.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Nope.
Oh,
Over here.
hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great.
Perfect.
And you're a blind lifeguard.
That's right. I love to save lives.
And you do that?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
I mean, well, when necessary. Let's be honest. When most people go swimming in a pool or an ocean, they know how to swim.
And you all know my next guest is the author of the Harry Potter books, which has made her wealthier than the Queen of England. She was in the news this week when it was announced that she wrote a new best-selling book under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith. Please welcome J.K. Rowling.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming. It's great.
I've been writing under several pseudonyms.
Really?
It's just sort of exciting to hear that news is out.
So this isn't the only book you've written?
Oh no, I'm writing 10 or 12 novels at any given time.
No kidding.
Have you ever heard of Stephen King?
Of course.
Me also.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really? You're responsible for all those books?
Yes. I was hit by a car in Maine, all that.
All right, let's talk about license plate tracking. It's been this week it came out. A lot of police departments have license plate tracking devices on their cars that read your license plate, store your car's location in a database. Thousands of cars, doesn't per shift. Doesn't matter whether you're guilty or suspected of anything. It just does it. They put it in a database. Are you worried about something like this database of your car's location, even though you've done nothing wrong?
Sure, and even when I have done something wrong. You know, what's happening to America and the freedoms of America? I'm proud to drive a giant Chrysler station wagon. It gets me where I need to go. Lots of room in the back for hog-tied people or arms and legs, or torsos as it may be. But now, of course, I have a series of police scanners and Interpol in my rumpus room, and I sit there and I listen. Then all of a sudden, my station wagon is now, like a person of interest, a car of interest, and it's like, get off my lawn if I don't sound too forward saying it. Leave me to my pursuits.
So a guy like you who, for some reason, has a hog-tied person in the back of their station wagon, you find this. Why would you have a...
There's a supposition of a crime now. That's the way culture's changed, is if you have a hog-tied person in the back of your car, the assumption is that you've committed a crime.
Have you not? I mean, is this some kind of... if I drove by somebody who had a hog-tied person in the back of their station wagon, I would assume there was a crime being committed.
Exactly, and I'm proud of you saying that you could maybe check yourself and be a little bit more understanding.
That someone might have a hog-tied...
There have been instances when there's a hog-tied person in the back of my station wagon who was there consensually.
Consensually?
Not often, but not never.
Okay. Sandy.
Here's the thing. Driving is one of our great freedoms that we are all born to do.
Well,
everyone here is allowed to drive.
Not everyone.
It's your right as a human being no matter what.
Nope.
That you can drive a car.
Let me just stop you there. Do you drive a car?
I do drive a car.
You drive a car?
It is my right as a human being to drive a car. I'm an excellent driver. I have had lots of accidents. I know my way around accidents and how to handle it. I always have my license and registration and insurance information. I know what to do when I have an accident, which makes me a great driver.
When I was writing Indiana Jones, the Indiana Jones series.
You wrote the Indiana Jones book?
Yes. One of my pseudonyms is Lawrence Kasdan.
What?
I was writing that we had a lot of different car accidents, and we like to comedically find the humor in, like, a blind person driving, or someone who is a professor getting involved in all sorts of fun whip-based adventures.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Chester.
Sure.
Has your car been anywhere that you'd just be like, you don't want that in a database? Because there was a police officer who was actually scanning the plates in gay bars, outside of gay bars, and using that to extort money from people.
Yeah.
Would you be worried about your license plate being somewhere that you don't want people to know?
I certainly don't want to be extorted because my car, I drive from gay bar to gay bar, and then to the reservoir, and then down to the wood chipping facility, then circle back around to Opium Town, and then all of a sudden you read that in an Excel spreadsheet, and you're like, who is this guy?
What, yeah, I mean, that's, okay, so what's Opium Town?
Opium Town, it's south of Chinatown. It's sort of an annex, it's a Chinatown annex.
Okay.
It's a series of interconnected tents where, all manner of gambling and human trafficking happen.
I do a lot of writing there.
Really,
It's a
Opium
relaxing
Town.
place.
It's a very relaxing.
all
Opium.
writ with
The opium. Opium's a great...
I've been hogtied in the back of your car. if I
Well,
remember correctly.
If I should be sorry, then I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure of the details.
I was Robert Galbraith at the time.
Oh,
So,
Bobby. Oh, Bobby
yeah,
Galbraith.
Bobby.
That
Why
was-
haven't I been hogtied in the back of your car?
Uh-oh.
You think I can't handle it?
You're sitting
How
on the
would you
beach.
know if you had been?
Well,
Point.
her senses would be heightened. She'd know if her hands were tied behind her back.
Is that true?
Also, the back of my station wagon does smell like bleach. You'd probably know.
Oh, okay, I am familiar with that smell. I love the smell of chlorine.
Sure. Okay, with that, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Sandy?
Uh-oh, she's trying to go somewhere.
I'm trying to...
Where's the bathroom?
The BS of A presents The Best Stuff of America with Matt Fisher. LASIK surgery.
Can you say you've really lived until a laser has shaved off part of the surface of your eye? Yes. But you'd be squinting while you said it.
Next time.
Jell-O salad.
It's summertime, which means it's blockbuster movie season. So I sent our own Matt Fisher out on the streets of New York to talk to people about what's happening on the silver screen. Matt.
Well, it's officially summertime, which means that it's time to go see some summer movies. Has anybody seen anything good? We've come to Times Square to find out. Have you seen any summer movies?
I have. Yes, I have.
I feel like I have, but I really don't remember what I saw.
Interesting. Too dumb to remember.
I saw a movie on the plane, that's the last time.
What'd you see on the plane?
Argo.
Argo.
It was good, a bit slow.
The true story's even slower. All the stuff that was exciting they made up. They just hung out and ate falafel and then walked out.
I recently saw After Earth.
Oh, what'd you think of After Earth?
Young Will needs a little more acting classes, but
he's learning on the job. What'd you say?
Star Trek.
What'd you think of Star Trek?
It was okay. It kept my attention.
Put that in your cap, producers of Star Trek. Stayed awake the whole time. Well, what's your favorite movie? You have to go first, so you need to name the best movie, because if you say Napoleon Dynamite, someone's going to say a better movie.
The Gladiator or 300.
Sand movie with sandals.
Step Brothers.
I like Life of Pi. I was a big fan of the book. I'm also a big fan of the Harry Potter movies, again, because of the books.
I've been to the Harry Potter area of Universal Studios, and they sell butterbeer.
I haven't tried that, but I'd like to.
It's a lot like soda. What's your favorite movie?
E.T.
No way. What do you like about E.T.?
Yeah, that finger, man.
The flower comes back? Come on.
Yeah.
Did you just say a movie at random?
Actually, E.T. is my favorite movie. It's kind of sad.
Law-abiding citizen.
Ooh, interesting.
Center Stage.
Gangs of New York.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, interesting.
See, it's tough. He gets to go last. All he needs is...
the Lambs and Hannibal. I'm not sure which one I like more.
What? Yo, man, your answer just got erased. Those are opposites. One of those things is a film, and the other is a giant pile of garbage. Anything you're hoping to see?
I kind of want to see Gatsby.
I would like to see The Great Gatsby.
Interesting.
I read the book as well.
You're a real book nerd.
And I'm a big fan of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo still got it.
Leonardo DiCaprio's my boy.
So people know where it's at. I don't know about this Hannibal stuff, but other than that. Would you go see E.T. too?
Hell yeah. E.T. too.
That's stupid. I didn't even
I've
ask
been
you.
waiting on it for 20 years.
Drew Barrymore still got it. Drew Barrymore be the star this time.
Is she on drugs?
I think she's currently not on drugs. She snorted all the E.T. money.
Holy shit.
What would be in a movie that you would want to see? Swords.
Swords, sword fights. Maybe dudes having sword fights.
I have this idea for a movie, and I'm like workshopping it. Have you ever seen the movie Armageddon?
Yes.
I love it.
Love it. Okay, good.
Yeah, me too.
Love it. That movie is bullshit.
I love that movie.
Armageddon is the biblical end of the world. And all that happens in Armageddon is there's an asteroid's going to hit the Earth, and they blow it up. No duh. I felt cheated. Would you go see a sequel to Armageddon?
No.
Wait, though.
Have I?
Armageddon 2, real Armageddon. What I want is for God to announce the end of the world, and then for Bruce Willis to be like, and then to somehow fix it.
Yeah, I think I'll go see that.
You know what? I'm not above pity. Is there anybody you'd like seeing that movie?
Rob Lowe.
I don't know, Megan Fox, maybe?
Megan Fox. We get Megan Fox. She was in like 4 of those Transformers movies.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Johnny Depp.
Hermione Granger.
You mean Emma Watson? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want you to think I'm cool, man.
Orlando Bloom.
Why not? Orlando Bloom. His ears somewhere just were like.
Maybe you should write that. I'd definitely go see it.
Sounds like something someone would say to you on like a suicide hotline or something. You should work on that screenplay, man. Summer 2014. Let's make that Skrilla, man. All these people really love movies, but I don't know, people don't really seem to have seen anything that sticks in their minds, which is why people are begging for Armageddon 2, real Armageddon, produced by me, coming to you summer 2015, if we can get Rob Lowe.
Armageddon 2,
real Armageddon.
Thank you, Matt. To get advance tickets for Armageddon 2, real Armageddon, just send a self-addressed stamped envelope with $20 in it to Matt. Okay, we've only got a minute left, so very quickly, Rolling Stone came out with this cover, has Boston bombing suspect Dzhokhar Tsarnaev on the cover, a lot of controversy. Chester, what total SOB would you like to see on the cover of Rolling Stone?
I'd like to see the guy who invented face scanning at airports. My family hasn't been on a vacation except to the Ecuadorian embassy in Guatemala since that guy got on the scene, and I'm really tired of it. I'd like to go back to Paris for once.
Interesting. Sandy, what SOB would you like to see on the cover of Rolling Stone?
Well, I just want to say that I do love Rolling Stone magazine. I read it every month. But there is this kid who comes to my pool, Joey Marone.
Okay.
And he likes to pretend he's drowning.
Okay.
Gets me to jump in the pool and save him, and then he screams, "Take that, you idiot blind lifeguard." And I'd like to see him on the cover of that magazine just so everyone knows he's a real brat.
Maybe a special bullying edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. JK.
Oh, that bastard Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Yep. Real. A lot of people don't know he's a real person.
He's real.
Yeah, he lives in northern England. Very magical, evil, hidden a bunch of stuff around.
So unlike Robert Galbraith, Voldemort is actually real.
Real, yes.
Interesting. All right, that's all the time we have for this week's BS of A. Join us next week for a brand new episode. Like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter, share our clips on YouTube. And this is our first show since we came back from our trip to Utah. I just wanted to say how great it was for all of us to meet our fans in person. It was a really totally unforgettable weekend, so thank you for that. Good night, America, and Alberta, Canada's Texas.
I'd love to go to Canada, but I can't.
Right. Well, you can't just drive across the border?
I'd have to hike. They know the Chevy. They can drop a cage over it. And I'm the monster.